The nation turns its attention to Hampton Roads as we commemorate 400 years since the first African stepped foot in English North America. That arrival was here in Hampton at Fort Monroe, which was known as Point Comfort. What happened in 1619 helped shape what America is today. 13 News Now anchor Janet Roach joins us with an exclusive look at this story as she previews her upcoming documentary.
It is a fascinating story that every American should know. You may not have read about this in your history books. The first time Africans stepped foot in English North America. Later this week, we feature the story in a special documentary. Here's some of what you'll see. Consider the way we've been taught history for hundreds of years. The narratives, the records, the statues, museums, the textbooks, drowning out the African voices that complete the American story. As recorded by early English settler in the Virginia colony, John Rolfe, in late August 1619, 20 and odd Negroes arrived on the English ship the White Lion to Point Comfort, present-day Hampton, Virginia. The first Africans to English North America 12 years after Englishmen settled in Jamestown.
In Ndongo, this is the precise location where most of those Africans will come from. Having their families, raising their families, they had their religions, they worship like people, in their religions. Just doing what people do, running their businesses.
Until the Portuguese settlers began to muscle away the African territory.
The Ndongo did not want to see the Portuguese expanding. So from 1618 to 1620, Portugal and Ndongo were fighting major wars.
The Spanish and Portuguese were also looking for more laborers for plantations back home in a slave trade that had been going on for more than 100 years.
They actually raided the kingdom of Ndongo. They raided their capital, and they took so many prisoners of war that reportedly there were 36 ships filled with people, at least 300 to 350 people per ship, and they were shipping them out to their colonies. One of those ships was the San Juan Bautista, on its way to Mexico when it caught the interest of British pirates commanding a ship called the White Lion near Veracruz. And their primary goal was to attack mostly the Spanish ships or any Portuguese ships. So they went to attack this ship in consort with the treasurer, which was partially owned by the Virginia Company officials. And it's those two ships that attacked the San Juan Bautista that originally had 350 Africans aboard, but a good almost half of them died during the voyage. And they attacked the ship and took 60 captives off of that ship and then made their way to Virginia. Stand by for another preview tomorrow night at 11, but you'll want to watch the entire documentary Friday at 5 p.m. on 13 News Now. Janet Roach, 13 News Now.